Is Anna a must pick in Overwatch 2? Well, to analyze this, we've really got to think about it. We can look at this from an OWL perspective, organized play. We can also look at this from a beta perspective that we got access to that applied 2 additional patches after the one OWL is playing on. If we look at OWL, we're in a world where we see she gets played almost regardless of the tank. You can play her with Winston, as we're seeing here. You can play her with Doomfist when you make that swap. You can play her with Zarya. She's being played with all of those tanks. Really, the only tank she's not being played with at this point is sometimes when Reinhardt comes out, you'll look at a BAP instead. But Reinhardt BAP isn't really meta. You'll see a couple teams put that in specific places where Brawl is a little bit stronger, and then you'll see London go a little harder with that comp. So for 95% plus of the time, yeah, you're looking at Anna. Does that mean she's hard meta, or why are you seeing so much Anna? Didn't the pros say originally that Moira was pretty good? Maybe even Moira was better individually, but Anna's better for team type environments? Is that what's going on? Well, kind of. Anna brings Nano, which is of course a solo ult. She's got that sleep dart, which is really useful in a diva-less, no second tank world to go, hey, I can shut things down. There's no diva to shut down the visor or the nano visor, but Anna can do it. Or Anna can shut down the Primal, or Anna can shut down the Nano Echo, or Anna can shut down the Dragon Blade or the Nano Blade. She has that option at least, so that's really powerful. She's also got her Nade, which has always been incredibly powerful, but people seem to have not realized how much D.Va was doing, pros included, seem to have underestimated how much D.Va was doing to deny Anna value by just constantly eating those nades and actually not letting all that many big purples hit. But in the world of Overwatch 2, she's getting a lot of purple value. And a purple is a real kill threat. It does put you in a place where, hey, that person is very much eliminated or has to use abilities, hard retreat, that sort of thing. It forces a very meaningful reaction. So is that what's going on? Is it just, hey, Diva's, no Diva, no constant Diva, Anna's too good, and Anna's always going to be picked because of that? Maybe. The truth is we've almost always seen organized play, not always, but almost always seen organized play, if a meta lasts long enough, eventually find its way towards Zenyatta. Because Zenyatta is able to go, hey, Discord Orb plus damage pressure is just too good. The damage pressure he puts out himself, the Discord Orb that he's able to put out there, the Harmony Orb he's able to put out there to sustain angles even, but that Discord Orb is such a good ability, and while it's harder to keep Zen alive, if you can do it, he's almost always worth. Is that still true in Overwatch 2 in the professional scene? Well, let's put a pin in this and come back to it. Let's look at the patches. We can look at the patches that we got for the beta that regular players had access to, and we can see, okay, they gave Zen an extra 25 health, they gave BAP a much stronger shift in his regenerative burst, it's much more bursty in how much it heals, so burst up. They gave Mercy even more mobility with extra super jump shenanigans with that crouch to jump thing that lets her infinitely fly if she wants to. We already heard that even without changes, Moira was pretty darn durable. Moira was pretty good, almost eclipsing Anna, even though we're not seeing any of her in OWL. So, okay, it seems like no, we should be in a place where surely these patches, plus Anna's had her 1 second nerf, even if she got some ammo to make up for it, to her nade duration, surely we're not in a place where you have to go, hey, do something extreme like remove Anna's stun in order to get to a place where it's balanced, where she's not just hard meta for the life of Overwatch 2. I think we've established that. Now, I hope all these changes don't stick, honestly. I didn't particularly like the last patch that they put up on the beta. I don't think it's necessarily healthy. But even if some of this stuff does stick, I think we've shown that it didn't take huge changes to get to a place where Anna probably wasn't a hard meta 100% has to be played thing. And then if we go back to OWL, even with what they were on, no, I don't think we're in a place where she has to be played. I would come down in that camp of, hey, if this meta went long enough, Zen would eventually work his way in like he has in most metas, because Discord Orb not being on a cooldown is just so good compared to Nade and Sleep. It just does so much where you're able to go, hey, we can put the Discord Orb out there, and it forces a reaction much like we see a reaction from the Nade, and that's really good. But again, no cooldown to it. We can keep forcing people to move back. It's really, really strong. It's better than Nade because of the better uptime. But is that maybe not true? Did we just move towards those things because Diva was always present or a Sigma was always present that denied that Ana value? So not having the cooldown on the Nade, or rather in this case, not having the cooldown on the Discord was better because there was an off tank to constantly shut down Ana so often? Is that what happened? Or is this a case of Discord really is the better ability? The damage threat in general of Zen really is better, and it's just taking longer to get there, and Ana is sticking in here because she can protect herself. I think it's a case of Ana's in here because she can protect herself more, she puts out more healing, and that's been a little bit of a crutch for the teams that they've gotten to it. I think we would eventually find, if things went long enough, that it would go back towards the Zen. But I can totally see the other argument. So what do you guys think? Do you look at this and say, no, Ana's incredibly strong. She's definitely what needs to be played on Owl. If this patch went on for another year, it wouldn't matter. They'd still be playing Ana. Or do you come at this and go, no, it's even more extreme than that. Like, it doesn't matter what you do. You have to take away Ana's stun like you've taken away Cassidy's stun and Brig's stun. It's the only thing you can do. Otherwise, she's going to be too good having a stun outside of that tank role. Or, no, it's perfectly fine. Things are good. Definitely, things are relatively balanced, and we're going to see lots of diverse metas. Zen will work their way in there. Bap will work their way in there. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. If you're enjoying the content, drop a like, consider subscribing for more thought-provoking Overwatch 2 content, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks, Temporal out.